Good morning, good evening. Thanks for listening. This is an horticultural gardening show focusing on plant science, soil science, and microbiology. The information is for scientific and educational purposes and it's fact-checked. And any of the websites or papers that have been discussed will be put in the description below. And if you're watching this back, fast forward until you see the screen change. That means I've started to talk about some slides. Or if it's gone for 10 minutes, there's been no show today because I haven't got anything organised. Wouldn't have a clue. Thought I'd go a few weeks with just open topics, seeing if anyone's got any questions or discussion topics or anything like that, because I haven't got anything organised. So I'll give it till another 60 seconds till 2 minutes. Wait for other people like Sunshine RB to arrive. Another 40 seconds. $30 seconds to go. So yeah, if you've got any questions or any ideas to make a stream today, please put it in just the box below. So I'm looking for topics. So I'll be more than happy to help you out with your plant science, soil science, or microbiology questions. Five more seconds. Righto. Let's start. Today is an open topic. So I need help from chat to get a topic going so we can have a show, or it's going to be a short show. Oh well, see how it goes. If there's no questions, that's all right, or discussion topics, because that means everybody's good. And good morning to Sunshine RB. Sunshine RB says, how am I? I'm going all right, thank you. Looking forward to uni starting in 4 weeks' time again. Got to get all my chores done before that. Going quite good. Plant science is rad fun. Also, the cricket's been good at the moment. I don't know if any of you like the cricket, but there's some good 2020 matches on. Like our Big Bash League, the USA has their league on at the moment. And it's pretty cool because half the team's Australian, or they've got a couple of Australians anyway in them. Back to this show and looking for some plant science, soil science, or microbiology topics or questions, please, if you're listening. That would be good. And for me this semester, all I can talk about is to stay on point, on topic. My subjects are applied entomology, cell signaling. I thought I could learn a bit more about some cells, just to get down to the cellular level and what of can manipulate them to one's advantage. And environmental science is another. I'll be doing that one because I like one of the professors I had in another class, and it was really enjoyed, easy to understand. Not sure about, and that's about it at the moment. I don't want to push myself too much because the other ones aren't. I've done the other ones, plant physiology, biotechnology. Yeah, that was a good course. So plant biochemistry is offered, and I've done that one, and that was really nice and technical to manipulate cells to get your outcomes you want. Good fun. Well, if you're listening, please put in a question or a topic or something to talk about, because as you can see, I'm struggling, and if we don't get anything by 10 minutes, that means the show will end today. End early. And everyone can save up their questions until next week. And do the same again. I don't know what else I can ramble about. Not very good at talking. I like point form and summarizing things, so it's hard for me to elaborate. I don't like talking about me much. Yeah. Talk about season. The weather's always something interesting. How it's supposed to be cold in the southern hemisphere, and in the northern hemisphere it's warm. Lovely. It's why the cricket's on. Yeah. It's actually, this goes to a lot to North America. It's funny, the cold here isn't really cold in Australia. I mean, it's cold, but you know what I mean? It doesn't really get below freezing much. And if the frost is on the ground, it only stays for a few hours in the morning. You don't get any big frozen ponds or snow settling and stuff. But driving through the snowy mountains, yeah, it's as soon as a little bit of ice comes on the road, it starts to snow or something, bang, people pull over, car crashes, all sorts of mayhem, and everything's going on. Can't put the car chains on. All the car chain bays are full as. It's really funny. I lived in Canada for 5 years. So I'm used to the Arctic cold. I lived 2 winters in the Arctic, so it was very nice up there. So I love the cold weather, but it just doesn't get cold in Australia much. Anyway, back to agricultural stuff. That's why Australia doesn't need any of that microbe psychotrophic research for cold weather microbes, because it's ground temperature here. I suppose it does, but it's not as drastic as the north of the permafrost, northern hemisphere. So it's good to get an advantage. It's good to grow for, instead of 9 seasons in Australia, you might be able to grow for 11 or 12 with the psychotrophic microbes. Outdoors I'm talking about too, nothing in the greenhouse, because the greenhouse does extend grow times because it's temperature. Helps with what's that? Nitrogen assimilation is, I think it's 10% at 10 Celsius, so 50 F. So if a microbe has the ability to produce 100% nitrogen, it can only do it 10%, so 10%, 90% slower with the temperature. It's not in its right growth phase for growth and development. And so if you're rewatching this back, ideas for next week's show, or probably the week show after, because I'm going to do another Q&A. Gives people the chance to, because I do these shows not for me, these are for to help people, because I really enjoy helping people. I've got some good education and knowledge, and it's good fun to share that and to get results. And things just work. They work really well. So my education has proved itself to be very worthy. That's what I like to share. I suppose the only thing I really get out of it, I don't get any money assistance and stuff, but it does help me reintegrate my knowledge. So by going over things for a few times, I haven't spoken about stuff. That's how it helps me. But yeah, that's the show today. Thanks for listening. Please save your questions and topic ideas for next week's show, so we can have a good show. That would be nice. And if you're watching out there, the cricket's on. 2020 cricket's on. Go the Seattle Orcas. They're the bottom of the table. But still, go the Seattle Orcas. Glenn, David Warner's in that team. It's good fun. All right, well, thanks for listening. I hope to see you next week and we can have more of a interaction. Happy growing, happy breeding, good health to you all. Bye-bye.